Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness and the planes, multiple planes, everything. whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness and the planes, multiple planes, everything.
आनन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि.
Yes, Nithyanandam, Kailasa is back, and we are back with yet another Kailasa's Rudra's program. So, since we started yesterday, I think we started with so many questions about Kailasa, about the sannyas lifestyle, and we hope like all of you enjoyed this segment, and we got so many feedbacks about this segment. So today we're going to start revealing about why this Kailasa's Rudra series and what is special about the Rudras. See, since Swamiji announced Kailasa, it's been always a buzz and it is being accepted by Hindus across the globe, but it has been a big buzz. Why? Suddenly, what is the secret and success story of the Kailasa? Even the devotees, the Swamiji's close disciples have this doubt. And they somehow came across like, okay, Swamiji is the Paramashiva, because it is not the Swamiji's like goal or vision. It is the vision for Vivekananda, Osho tried, Aurobindo inspired. So all of them have this. So how Swamiji's made it happen? They somehow got convinced that, oh, Swamiji is Paramashiva, he can manifest. Then they have one more question. How the Kailasa's ecosystem itself is a successful story. Then comes the very lifestyle. Even though Kailasa has different sampradayas, Rudras. So this segment, the Kailasa's Rudra series, is for all of you to explore, and we're going to share more about this secrets of energies of Rudras.
So, to understand what is the secret of Rudras and the energy behind which made all of this possible, the energy which is still fueling our the Enlightenment ecosystem which Swamiji has created, let's first understand a little bit about what is the energy, the drive behind people of the normal outside world. Maharaj, what would be your opinion? Like, what is that drives people in the outside world?
Yeah, in my experience, I can share what it used to drive us and knowing our friends and family. So it will mostly the greed and the fear. So both of them play a very major role in doing what we want to do. Either we are continuously driven by desires. It may be given the various desires that I get from friends and family, or watching televisions, or being with the friends continuously. So even there also I don't know what is my desire, but because you are doing something,
Yes,
something
I
you
can
want,
relate with that.
so that way it becomes like, okay, I also want this one. So either those desires continuously used to drive me, or the fear, a lot of fears will be there. So these are the two reasons which used to drive me and people around me. I have seen in that.
I think I can also face along with you, because I was also in the outside world, driven by the so-called goals and fantasies forced by the outside people. I will see one person who's doing some mastering in some tennis or some games. I'll be like, okay, I want to do that. Then I'll see somebody who's like professional at dance, or I'll feel like, okay, I want to do the dance also. So I was driven by the external things. It is not my desire, it is the external desire which is forced on me continuously. So one thing I can share, what is here special about Rudras, if I'm in the outside world, what are this, as you said about the fear, greed, it may be my driven force. But here, I don't have any fear, I don't have any fantasies here. My life goal is set. And tomorrow, if you ask me, what is your future goal? I'm very clear. So it is set for here. So this is the one secret energy which is driving me, inspiring me, enjoy the life, live the life the way I want.
Very beautiful, Maharaj, Ramnatha Maharaj and Premia Maharaj. So, pretty much most of the world, every single person out there, 8 billion is our population right now. So, almost every single person, 99.9%, is either driven by fear or by greed. And so, fear and greed, both, they don't have its own basis. For you, the fear and greed may be something different. For it's subjective, right? All of us will have different fears and greeds. So when you're trying to build your life, the driving force of your life based on fear and greed, it's like building a building on top of sand, where the foundation isn't stable.
Okay, stop here. Is that a fear does have any value, or it is like fear about small things or fear about the big things? Is there any matter?
How does it matter? One day your fear is going to be only this much. Next day your fear is going to be this much. It's always continuously going to be changing. You're not going to be able to build anything on that.
And not only that, it's not that we like to be driven by fear. but we do not have solution how
Got
to
it.
live without the
Yes,
fear.
yes. That is the
And
point here.
Yeah, this is where it comes in our Sangha, the Swamiji training. He makes us realize what is the fear that is driving and how I can live without fear also. He gives me an alternative, he gives me a solution that you can live without fear, you can live without the greed given by somebody else. You can have your own personal desire, and he gives the power to manifest that. It's not that he completely rejects, okay, you do not have to work out of greed at all.
I think I can say, I can feel one thing. As you said, now I can able to relate. It is not the people in the outside world who want to lead the life in the fear or greed. They don't have solution. Yes. So what is the solution here? Kailasas, Rudras. We may say that sannyas, it is one type of solution, but I will say it is the only lifestyle which can give you solution as a whole lifestyle. Everything you have the fear about the like wealth, health, or the lifestyle, the cognitions, everything. The very lifestyle of sannyas gives, and especially the Kailasa sannyas, Swamiji's personal training. It is like, man, he's there. He will give you any solutions you want. Like it may be like, Swamiji, I'm not able to build my body as I want, or Swamiji, I'm not able to overcome my fear, overcome about the sleep pattern. Everything, simple lifestyle solutions he will give. So that is the best part I enjoy here. So that is guys, like literally this is the thing which drive each one of us here as a Kailasas Rudras to be a successful ecosystem as a only nation for Hindus.
See, I can also say, people may have question that in outside world, lot of people have money, they have the knowledge, and there are group of people who are very active, working 20 hours. But what I used to face is a problem that there is no scientific methods given to us. People are active, people have money, but whether I can become rich or not. When we find solution, we do not get it. Here with Swamiji, what's so special is that for every problem that we face, he gives us the solution, a scientific method for every individual to manifest their reality. If I want to become wealthy, he gives me technique. He gives me the right solutions. He attends to my problem, what is the blocking point, which is not letting me manifest. So whether a fear or greed, Swamiji gives the right scientific method how to manifest a certain thing. A scientific method is given by him, and that is what is so special about being the Rudra of Swamiji.
See, I can say one thing, like in my outside world, I was have a fantasy, and I was seeking for this, I like all these cinematic heroes. So I was driven by that, and then each and every field where I enter, I I want to explore that. I want to be the master in that, so that I can show the heroism over there. But same thing here, it is not the one field. Today, if I want to manifest, it is simple sankalpa. The simple sankalpa I'll make, I can able to manifest. So this gives the very essence, the foundation for my life. So I'll be successful in that. So tell me, Mangla, what is the one fear which you really felt this is going to destroy my life? Tell me about that.
Well, doing this itself, I never thought of myself to be an open person, a social person, to even
I think all of you guys missed this preparation segment. I remember now I can hear from Mangla that we had a discussion. Mangla brought me first thing. You want me also in the session? I told yes, Mangla, you want to be the first with me. So okay, share.
Yeah, so pretty much this is it. I even prior to taking sessions, even when we were younger, growing up, I always had a fear of animals. Be it any animal, it can be a cat or a dog. if it's larger than this, then I would not go anywhere near.
Mosquito?
So after coming to Gurukul, I can't say it was forced on me, but it just had to be something you had to live with it. There are rabbits, and then there were birds, dogs, cats. It's like there's no separation. There's no separation anymore. So it just, how to say, without even me realizing it, it broke automatically.
So yes, so Kailasas give a solution in the way you enjoy it. It should not be forced solutions. Yes, even in the outside world, if you feel like you're not able to manifest wealth, what people will do? You will have to force to go for multiple shift of works, explore more and more. Here, same, Kailas also giving a solution, but in an easy way, or the way you enjoy it and accept it, you won't even feel.
Actually,
Arey.
the fundamental cognition is different. Anyone, why do they want wealth? Why do they want to be happy? Why do they want, relationships, friends, family? Why do they want anything? They want it because they feel that, okay, there's something, a certain thing is missing in them. If they achieve that, then they'll that thing will be fulfilled in them. So they're always going to be running to try and achieve something. It's like you're trying to run on the road, but you're trying to get the flying experience. You're never going to get the flying experience by going on the road. So with what Swamiji is teaching us, this lifestyle, it's a fundamental cognition shift. It is not that by running towards something you get completion. It is when you become complete, automatically you'll be able to do whatever you want. Anything is possible once you are in the space of completion.
I think we can hear from the most experienced person. I mean, by the age. Tell Ramnath Maharaj.
See, what I was thinking, like...
No. Tell your fear. The biggest fear you had.
There are many fears. How to tell the biggest fear, but there are multiple fears. One of the fears that I used to have about my very existence, whether I can...
Existence in a sense?
In the sense like whether in any group I am,
okay.
whether I can survive in that group or not.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's say even if I am in the job, whether I can sustain this job or not, whatever the new requirement comes, whether I'll be able to fulfill that or not. Or even among the friend circle, continuously keep analyzing whether I am going to fit in this circle or not. So that very existence, fear of existence used to be there because I'll feel like, I can't do anything. I can't receive anything. And being here, when Swamiji used to put into the various departments, various responsibility, when he will train, the multiple aspects of life he made me explore. And that started giving me confidence that I can exist. I can be meaningful to the group where I am.
Okay.
And that gave me one of the biggest confidence, to exist, and this fear started disappearing from me.
Okay. So here, I think it may be a contradicting discussion, but at the end, we all stand as a one point that the lifestyle, the sannyas lifestyle, being a Kailasas Rudras, because each one of us are brought from different aspects of life, different, like in the sense of different environment, different ecosystem. We had different problems. If you talk about whether I can able to be in the ecosystem, is like the group of people, or it may be a fear about the animals, or fantasy about the heroes in the world. Everyone had the different aspects, crisscross, blah 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 blah. But at the end, we all came together and we are enjoying this life because we found ourselves in the principle of sannyas and as a Kailasas Rudras. So I think it's going to be going on, and I think our Guru Bhai is also being ready for the wonderful sharing. So keep tuned with us. We're going to explore more and more the secrets of Rudra's energy in this segment. And you want to say anything, Maharaj, from your experience?
Yeah, so from the, I wanted to make it clear, like Rudra's energy when we see, it's all about the right understanding that Swamiji gives. The blind spots or I can say the not having understanding.
Okay.
When he removes from our life, automatically that energy of Rudra start flowing in us. The energy of Paramashivoham start flowing in us. And we start living life more joyful, more happy. And we go on exploring life more and more and start experiencing the various dimensions of life. So this is how I can relate, that how Swamiji and the Rudra's energy has been like literally transformed my life a lot.
I can say as Premia Maharaj had shared, we're all coming from different backgrounds, different aspects of life, facing multiple different problems. Not just the three of us, even all the rest of our Guru Bhais present here and across the globe. So for me, and I think I'm speaking on behalf of all of us as well, when we say that the secret to Rudras, the secret to our energy is just simply Swamiji's love. It is his love which he pours into us, and that love which manifests as a love back towards him.
I think even see now we can have multiple debates, but I think none of us will have any debate point on this because it is Swamiji's love. It is, see, each one of us will have different aspects, but it is Swamiji's love which is keeping us
we'll have different breakthroughs, different experiences, different paths and ways in which we're reaching the end. But the thing which is pushing us forward, the fuel which is keeping us going, is the simple love and trust which we have on him.
Okay. So with that, we'll be moving on to the next segment where we're going to have the experience from one of our Guru Bhai. So till then, stay tuned.
And we also have the QR code being posted on our screen. You can assign the QR code, or you can call the number on the screen as well, and post questions which we will be directly answering in the further segments of today's program.
Yes.
So please feel free, as we had stated and shared in yesterday's segment, this program is for you, to answer your questions, to clarify your doubts, to give you the experience, the answers, to give you clarity on our lifestyle, and to inspire you to live this blissful, beautiful,
life,
and the ultimate lifestyle which you can possibly live on this planet. Okay, so please stay tuned and get ready for our next segment.
Nithyananda.
Nithyananda.
Cut.
Audio muted.
You guys have to keep asking them to post comments and
And in between keep giving guidance, like he told to sit straight,
Yeah,
so
I know.
those things
Yeah.
keep telling. This is
Okay, Ramnath, you're going to be taking over the stream. Oh, you guys are going to change the whole thing. Okay.
Hey, Mac.
Condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience. Starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness, and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience. Starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness, and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience. Starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness, and the planes, multiple planes, everything. whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness, and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness, and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness, and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness, and the planes, multiple planes, everything.
Rudras, and actually we have a really very creative quiz for everyone watching us live, all the viewers. If you were actually paying attention to the small break, we have a special secret hidden inside the break for all of you, and you can comment if you actually found out what the secret is, and it is literally the insider's secret to the whole production. So let's see how many viewers actually caught that special segment, caught that special gift that we have hidden inside the ad that just played just now. And so today, as the topic is the secrets of Kailasa's Rudras, we're going to be sharing our personal experiences on how the Rudra energy flows inside us and all the miracles that that has caused in our life. So we have with us myself, Srinitya Tattvananda Maharaj, Srinitya Sopriyananda Maharaj, and Srinitya Premasarupananda Maharaj.
Yes. So without any delay, let's get into a very interesting experience of my life. So as we were discussing yesterday and today, today's discussion we will be having a very another moment in my life where I broke my fears and had a very big breakthrough in my life, which a lot of people, a lot of teenagers, older people, and everyone in their life have this one pattern which they can, which is like really hard for them to break. So I was struggling with this pattern for a really long time, from the time before I joining Kailasa's Gurukul, and even after that, just before I taking sannyas also, I was having this pattern. But with Swamiji's love and Swamiji, with just living around him, I could easily just come out of this pattern and I could just break the pattern. So this pattern is the pattern of fear and lower inner image. So because of the lower inner image, there are so many things that stops us in life. Anyone who is watching this would be able to relate to this, because it's not only for me that I had this problem. Most of the people in this world, the 8 billion population, out of the 8 billion, 99% will have this problem, which is inner image, the lower inner image. So how you project outside and what you are inside will be completely different. So I was struggling with this pattern for a really long time. So when we used to have Vakyarthas and all in Gurukul back in 2015, 2014 and all, I used to have a lot of fear. So I'd be sitting on the stage and the Vakyarthas will be going on, and all my other friends and everyone will be talking. But I would, even though I have something to speak inside, I would not have the confidence to speak it outside. I have everything inside me, but I would not be able to speak it out loud.
So Maharaj, here you can actually share what you actually felt in that moment. See, for inner image, you are telling that time what you really felt. If you give the deeper thing, the viewers will understand what you actually felt. For example, like you felt that everybody will feel, oh, this what this guy is speaking, or you had the fear that people will tease you, or actually what you really felt in that moment.
Okay, so what I felt in that very moment is, what will others think of me? What if I make some mistake? So because of the lower inner image, you will have different thoughts, what if I say something wrong and people don't like it? What if I'm criticized? So I had these different fears that I was holding myself back.
Actually, that's actually, if you see in the modern world, that is such an intricate part of, right, when maybe you're in school, you care so much about what other people think of you, you care about what your friends think of you, your teachers, your parents. So you are never actually allowed to express yourself the way you want. So you might feel that your teachers want you to be a really good student. So you might actually miss out on a whole bunch of the childhood and really be only serious. So, and even in college, when you have the groups of people, you might only want to stick with some groups. So you might need to mold your identity, mold yourself and you will not actually express who you are. So constantly your inner image, like Paramashivoham Maharaj told, all of us have something that we carry about ourselves, and constantly that is not the optimum way of how we need to exist. So yes, you can continue how you came out of that pattern, Maharaj.
Yeah, so I just want to share one more thing that I just remembered. Actually, from the time I was born, I'm a left-hander, so I write and I do everything with my left hand. So because I was doing this with my left hand, and when I was studying outside in outside schools, I used to like be criticized because, oh, why is this guy writing in left hand? Everyone in this entire school uses their right hand, but I am the only one who is using the left hand for writing or anything in the activities. So I used to get scared, so to express myself. It was not a big thing. What is there to write in the right hand or left hand? It doesn't matter. But this is one more thing that developed this fear in me. And being a part of Kailasa's Rudras, there is nothing to be scared of, because it's all Swamiji you're having in your whole life. With Swamiji you will just know that you don't have to be scared of anything, or it's not that he will if you do some mistake he will just say, okay, it's fine. He will train us in the right way and make us get the right understanding and come to that space of completion. It's never that anything is left untouched. Like, we have a problem, we have done a mistake. It's not that we just get scolded and we are left. It's that he pours his love on us and he trains us in a way that we come out of that pattern that we are suffering with. Because ultimately Kailasa's Rudras is not just for having a better life, it's for living an enlightened life, for a life which is completely different. And how I came out of this pattern is, once I took sannyas, Swamiji initiates his DNA to the person who is taking sannyas. So it is the Rudra DNA which he initiates us into.
So Maharaj, here question comes. Initiation means we should practice, or by initiation itself it's manifest?
Okay, so
because now in this world so many people are suffering with this fear pattern.
Yes.
It's come when you're telling because of initiation I transformed so much. Here question comes, by practicing I should transform, or by Swamiji's one touch, one initiation, I will be able to transform?
So it's actually very simple in this. If you have a guru in your life, everything becomes simple. If you don't have a guru in your life, you have to work for getting something. What will take just one initiation may take one lifetime for you to achieve. So in just one initiation, you can experience the highest state of consciousness, and you can break all your insecurities, all your lower inner image, and your inner image itself will come to a higher base of existence. The moment you have one darshan, Nayana Diksha, when Swamiji just looks at you, your whole inner image will transform and you will become a Rudra. So that's what is the secret of breaking all your fear patterns. Just deciding to become a Rudra and doing everything you need to do to manifest that in your life.
So this breakthrough, how is really helping you in day-to-day life?
How is it helping me in my day-to-day life? See, how can anyone live with fear? You cannot live with fear all your life. It's like you will be shutting yourself down and putting yourself down all the time if you are not able to come out of any one fear. It might be anything. So if you have the potential, even though you have the potential to become a very big person in your life, just that one fear will be stopping you from manifesting big possibilities in your life. So I experienced this by becoming Kailasa, Sannyasi and Rudra. So this was the greatest breakthrough which I had in my life. And because of this, I had the stage fear as well, a lot of stage fear, but now it does not look like I was scared at all. So coming out of the fear pattern and so many other things that Swamiji broke in me, it was not like I put some effort. The only effort that I put was decided to stick with the training that he's doing to me. So just that one thing that I did, just deciding to be here, deciding to be a Rudra, a sannyasi Rudra is all that I did, and Swamiji did everything else. So it's like Swamiji says, you just take one step and he takes 1 billion steps. That's the thing that Swamiji says.
Yeah.
So I just took one step and he took the other steps for me. So it's nothing that I put effort into, it's just he says something and I just listen to that and I just move on. It's not that he gives something that you have to sit and meditate for the entire day for you to break your fear pattern. You don't have to grow your beard and it digs into the ground and it takes hundreds of years to break your fears. So I'm not too old, I'm just 20 years old, and I had so many breakthroughs and experiences in this young age itself. So it does not matter about the age, it does not matter about who you are from or where you are from. Anyone can have this breakthrough, and it does not matter age or anything, nothing. There is no restriction to becoming a Rudra. Anyone who wants to live this life have the opportunity and have the possibility to live this life. So it's open
That's actually,
for all.
that's so true. Like Paramashivoham Maharaj told, it is, you have so many courses in the outer world to, like you listen to motivational speeches, you try to do meditation, maybe some, go to some gurus, but never actually you reach the potential. Like Paramashivoham Maharaj, I know Paramashivoham Maharaj, and like now he can actually go in front of thousands of people on world tours. He actually goes on world tours, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva and showing the glory of Rudras and the whole sannyas. So a person, a small boy who is scared of maybe just speaking on stage with his friends, is now conducting programs and conducting workshops for thousands of people to come out of stage fear. So it is totally life-changing to, and as Paramashivoham Maharaj told, it's not something that he sat in meditation for thousands of years and then realized and came out of his issue. It is just by the DNA of Swamiji. When Swamiji blesses us with that DNA, with the Rudra DNA, with his own DNA, the whole physiology, biology, everything changes. And that is one of the main secrets of being a Rudra. So I'm sure many of you have so many questions for us. Many of you really want to know how you can become a Rudra, how you can join and learn the secret of becoming a Rudra. All of you can comment below, and we'll be very happy to take on your calls and answer your questions on how you can learn the secrets of a Rudra's energy. So with that, we are coming to the end of this beautiful segment, and if you really want to know the FAQs, if you want to know the answers to your burning questions inside, that is the next segment for you. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness, and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness, and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness, and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness, and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness, and the planes, multiple planes, everything.
Everybody, welcome back. So in the last two segments we had sharings from Paramashivoham Maharaj and the other Rudras of Kailasa, and in the first segment we had a beautiful introduction to the secrets of Rudra's energy. And in this segment, this is for all of you, where we are taking the live comments, live questions that each and every one of you are having, And I would like to share with every one of you, we have the WhatsApp number that is projected for all of you in the scroll link. If you have any questions, if you want to connect with us, you want to become a Rudra, you can go over and send a message and we will reach out to you directly. You can directly speak to every one of us. So there you have the direct contact details that are available. And if you would like to become a Rudra, where at this point in time, there were some questions that were asking, is Rudras only for men? Yes, Rudras are the males who embody Paramashiva, our own Swamiji. So yes, and if you are a male and you would like to jump into this lifestyle, this is the time and opportunity for you. Swamiji says very beautifully that sannyas, Rudras, is living the ultimate highest experience in a simple, casual and a joyful way. So the ultimate doesn't seem something so difficult, but a very, very joyful experience. As we saw in the last two segments, where in the first segment we saw about how it's all so much of joy and taking it on. And in the second segment, how the initiation of Swamiji makes even mountains look like a very small thing. So let us now enter into the questions. If you have any questions, please go over and post it. We are going to take it live now.
Yes. So Maharaj, as you have explained how Rudras are very important in the sannyas component, we have a participant who named Kabashi Hossain, who's asking us what is the difference between a sannyasi and an apat sannyasi. So will you explain it?
Yes. So with respect to sannyas versus apat sannyasi, and especially at this point in time, what we are describing about is not just sannyasi but also a Rudra of Swamiji. And a very direct detail is something that happened in the previous segment as well, where Paramashivoham Maharaj shared beautifully, right? So apat sannyas is you understanding the emergency of the situation, the dire need to save Hinduism and taking sannyas, where it is you doing and jumping into it. That's like a starter. But becoming a Rudra of Swamiji and becoming a sannyasi of Swamiji is something altogether different, because you have Paramashiva himself in the body and you literally don't have to do anything. He's taking care of everything. So you get all the, I would say, the benefits of sannyas, you do the contribution to Hinduism, but all of this in the most exciting and a powerful way. What do you think, Sarvanyana Maharaj, on that?
Yes. See, when I took sannyas, what I thought, it's okay, it's like common, go and just do meditation and just do some pujas and have your regular meal at a time. But after coming and seeing Swamiji, how he's radiating that energy of responsibility and how he's actively working towards it, then only I realized, oh my God,
True.
it's amazing life. It's like taking the whole responsibility, working almost, I've seen Swamiji working 24 hours. I've not seen him like taking a break.
True.
Because we used to almost sit 20 hours with Swamiji. And that was amazing. You won't feel tired or bored. You will feel exciting and you'll be having breakthrough. Swamiji doesn't make you dull. He sees that there is a breakthrough in everything. So once he had put me in some department, I thought, oh my God, I don't know anything about that department. Then as usual, you will have a fear, because in the outer world, if you want to enter into the any field, you should have that experience, you should have that background knowledge about it.
Very much.
But here Swamiji is putting in a new department which you don't know anything.
Anything, yeah.
And I was really scared and I was like, oh my God, what to do now? That was like, I don't know what to do. But he makes sure that you get the knowledge, you have a breakthrough. The powerful cognition he puts, you feel that you can do it.
Yes, that's actually very, very true, because I have also seen so many people, when, as Paramashivoham Maharaj was sharing, it's not just that we are grown up with Swamiji, but we are in a situation, we are in position where we have toured people and helped people with the great solutions that Swamiji is providing to us. And I can very much relate with what you're telling, because people literally get paranoid about things, because even if there is a little bit of misunderstanding or they don't know anything, they just go in a complete paranoid mode. So I completely understand, and I'm sure our viewers also would understand that.
Yes, and one thing is, the greatest thing is, if you are feeling tired or something which is, you say, it's not happening to me. No, I can't do it. Forget it. Let's get out from this department. Let's go to some other department which I know the knowledge. So next day satsang, you go there and Swamiji is ready to initiate you. just one hug of Swamiji, the whole thing changed, and you know you can do it, and you started doing it.
Yeah.
That's the most beautiful thing, which I never experienced outside.
That's true.
Just a hug. I don't know what happens. You started doing, and the work starts happening.
Yes, actually, Swamiji also very beautifully says in one of the satsangs that if you ask technically without taking sannyas and without becoming a Rudra, is it possible to become enlightened? Swamiji says a very beautiful answer. He says, yeah, technically you can walk from California to India. You can walk that way. But is it possible? Practically, no. So it is us here with Swamiji's blessings, with the direct training, the personal care, the personal attention. And you know, it is a life of excitement. Like Sarvajana Maharaj was telling, you literally, even the power manifestation, when we speak about downloading things, like what you told is literally downloading something that is there. So it's not something that you have to struggle for, but it is something that is just gifted to every one of us. And I'm sure, Tattvajnana Maharaj, we have so many experiences that we can share here. Can you share one experience where you just felt, wow, that's it. I got it here, and with the initiation, it's just there.
So one of the main things is that when I was outside, I used to feel that I used to have the pattern of shyness and speaking in front of the public. When it's like a large group or something, I never have to go front and speak or go out to speak. Even this much, whatever I'm talking, I never speak it out. But I never understood when I came. But when I started living here, the sannyas lifestyle, at that time I did not understand that sannyas and all those things. But as I started living, as I started getting mature, I understand all these patterns. Like I don't need to sit and break or something. It just, you are there and then it just comes out.
That's actually very true, because I have seen you, we've been together for the last 8 years, 10 years right now. And I have seen you initially when you came in, this is to the viewers, I would just like to tell, this is not about just public speaking that we are sharing here, but what we are trying to tell is about one small experience where we actually do not have to do anything. There are thousands of things that just like that become a reality for us just by the initiation of Swamiji. So I have seen you initially when you came, how shy you were, not opening your mouth, not even having a conversation with general affairs. But then here you are in a superb situation where you're sitting and helping people around, and it really makes that difference.
And thank you, Sarvajana Maharaj and Sundesh Maharaj, for such a beautiful understanding. I'm sure that our dear friend Kailasa also have understood. I hope that you have your question has been answered. And with that, we move on to the next question, which is from Varun Deva, who's asking us that is sannyas all about running away from family responsibilities and life responsibilities as we perceive it?
True. So just before we jump into this, Kabashi Hussain, we are here with you, and we are really looking forward to you joining us and being one of the Rudras of Swamiji. And once again, before we answer, just Tattvajnana Maharaj, before we answer that question for our viewers, for every one of you, you have the greatest opportunity to become part of us. Well, at this point in time, you can become Rudras, which is joining the males team. So if it's women, it's up to you. But you can join us. All the males, you have this great opportunity to join every one of us. So register now. The link is projected for all of you on the screen. And you can also scan the QR code. You have the contact number. You can WhatsApp on that number, and we shall connect with you personally, attend to every one of you and your questions, and become part of Rudras. So let us now move on to the next question, where as we have Varun Dev, who has asked about, is sannyas withdrawal from life? Well, before entering into the question itself, it is a very, very common misunderstanding. One of the very common misunderstandings that we have, that we withdraw from life. So Sarvajana Maharaj, you came in here a couple of years into your life, right? So do you feel you have actually withdrawn from your responsibilities for your family?
No, it's like if you are there in the outside, it's just responsibility about a family. But when I came here, I realized that my responsibility is for the whole world. That is what Swamiji taught.
True.
It is not for an individual family. You take a responsibility for a whole world. So that whole concept change, and that makes you active, alive to do many things. And that is how Swamiji achieved so many things. So seeing Swamiji achieving so many things by taking responsibility to the whole world, it inspires you. It inspires you to do the same thing. let the whole world enjoy.
Yes.
So he
yes.
says, I'm not here to prove I am God. I am here to prove you are God. That's so amazing statement Swamiji said. It's always remember that you are God. That because in the outside you are like more like a clerical. They say you are like just a clerk. But here Swamiji is saying, I am Paramashiva. You are also Paramashiva. That is amazing. That feel, oh my God, I am also Paramashiva. That's so great to hear from Swamiji.
That's actually very true. And I also just want to share one more personal experience that comes here. So it's technically not giving up your family and going, but rather when you see, each of us have limited understandings as to how much we can take care, and there are very limited things in our control. Like what is going to happen tomorrow is not in our hands. But when we are with Swamiji, no matter what happens, like even if it is a medical emergency that happens, or even if there is a life crisis that our family is going through, Swamiji is there because you belong to him. Swamiji says, when you become a Rudra, not only you become mine, but I become yours. So Swamiji literally becomes our own. It's not just where you have the feeling that I belong to Swamiji, but you have the feeling that Swamiji belongs to me, that Paramashiva belongs to me. So any problem that is there, literally he takes care. So it's not withdrawal from any part of the society or withdrawal from anything, but rather taking more responsibility, as Sarvanyana Maharaj explained. At the same time, your entire family is taken care and protected by Swamiji himself.
Yes, I just want to add one point. Like in outside world, if you want your daughter or son to get married, parents will look for a right boy who have good qualification, who's got a good background, everything. But here what happens, when you are with a master, you know he is the best he can do. Like how Arjuna choose Krishna. Duryodhana choose the army of Krishna. But Arjuna choose only Krishna. And he won the war.
True.
Same thing. Here you choose the Guru and you win the war. You know everything is taken care. Whole family is taken care. You are assured of it.
Yes.
That's the best thing.
Very much. Actually, when you just mentioned about Krishna and Arjuna, I know Tathayana Maharaj relates, with Swamiji as Krishna and Arjuna. And, that gives you also that great feeling. So why don't you share with all of our viewers about how it has only helped you take more and more responsibility, but never withdrawal from life in any situation?
So, if I need to honestly tell that when I saw, suppose it started with watching Mahabharatam, that serial, when I started seeing how Arjuna relates with Krishna and how much of the devotion he had and then the surrender he had towards the master, that just caught me so much. But initial stage, it was like more like the
love, the attachment.
Yeah.
Go on.
So as I started seeing, I wanted to imbibe that quality, how Arjuna related with Krishna. So I want, like in everything, if you see, Arjuna was successful because Krishna was always there. Even if Arjuna, if he is doing in the wrong path, Krishna is there to push him through that path, take him and then put him in the right path. So when you are in the master's lap, you know that anything I do, finally I'll be in the
that's a very true thing. Because outside also we just think that freedom is being able to do what we want. But then when we are with Swamiji, you can literally do whatever Swamiji is telling, and it makes it happen. And he's always there as a protective net, protecting you from everything that exists. That's a very true feeling that you're sharing about. So while we are all speaking about, the sharings of how individually we relate, it's not just about withdrawal from life in any way, but rather expansion in humongous ways. And even on a practical basis, whether it's with your family or with your near and dear ones, Swamiji takes care. Swamiji literally protects them and they get the best life. Swamiji says very beautifully that when you take sannyas, 7 generations, not just the people who are in the body who are alive with you, but even the people, your ancestors who have passed away, and the people who are going to take birth in your family for the next 7 generations have the possibility of getting liberated just by being born in that family. So is the power of sannyas and rudras. So once again, if every one of you, any of you who want to join and become a Rudra, you have any questions and queries, go ahead and you can post it in the comment section. and we are ready to take on the questions and attend to every one of you. You can also register by scanning the QR code that is there, or you can register in the link below. And for all the viewers who are looking at us for the very first time today, and you would like to have a glimpse of what this entire lifestyle is and how powerful it is, we have the Paramashivoham, the program that is going to be happening in the December, where you will literally have a glimpse of a 21-day life transformational experience about living with Swamiji, what initiations are all about, what the darshans are all about, what is the glimpse of the secret behind Rudra's energy. So you can have that. Head over to kailasa.org/Paramashivoham. It's also posted in the description of the live videos that we are sharing right now, and you can go over and register yourself for that. And once again, if any of you have any doubts and questions, please feel free to post it. And for now, we are coming towards the conclusion of today's program. I hope that every one of you enjoyed the show today, and every one of you experienced and got something out of it where you feel, yes, I would like to take this, at least try this, taste this. If you are in that place, go ahead and comment it. We will reach out to you individually and help you with it. So with that, we are coming towards the conclusion. We'd like to thank each and every one of the viewers who are joining us here, and we'd like to welcome all the viewers to become part of us, the Rudras of Swamiji, the Rudras of Kailasa. So with that, we offer our gratitude to Swamiji, and we'd like to conclude with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.
Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness and the planes, multiple planes, everything.